Hi fam, how have you all been? I've been doing well, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Salma here, and today I've prepared a little content, not really a little, but yeah, it might make a difference. It might help you to go beat that interview. I know you are not watching this video by mistake. Yeah, you might get some good quality answers that will help you qualify for that interview, for the oral interview. You know, the industry is hectic, competitions are very, very tough. As per the title, I'm going to discuss about the supervision and leadership question. Actually, this section, if you can remember very well, if you have watched my previous videos, the supervision and leadership question has 20 or sometimes 25 marks. So you need to be tough there. You need to market yourself. You need to give good practical examples that will give you good marks. Now, I want to remind you on something, or to tell you this, that in just when you are marketing yourself in the interview room, there's no wrong answer. For as long as you market yourself, give good practical examples, say things that are doable. Explain yourself, please, more in details. Don't just state. Man. Go deep. Go deep and make them understand very well. They will just give you good marks. I know sometimes they used to have answers that they expect from the candidates, but that is not the case. That is not the case. Just market yourself. Okay, so the question is, how will you discipline a child without enforcing corporal punishment to them? So I have around about 10 points. I'm going to explain myself very well. I'm going to market myself. So please take a pen and a paper and note down something. It might help you. It might help you to get good marks once you get this question in the interview. So you can start off by saying this. So and it's very important for you to refer to the documents. If you understand what I'm saying, say something, but then when you are saying it, you should refer it to a certain document. Okay, I'm going to start off by saying discipline is meant to teach a child the difference between right and wrong, but not to cause injuries. But not to cause injuries, so that you can discipline a child. So there's no need for us to slap or kick or to insult or to hurt the child so that we can discipline them. So there are some other ways for us to discipline a child. So Article 8 of the Namibian Constitution protects human dignity and prohibits punishment. Moreover, Section 56 Education Act of 2001 states that a teacher or any person employed at a state school or private school commits misconduct if they perform his or her official duties by administering corporal punishment upon a learner. Therefore, alternative measures to corporal punishments are as follows to discipline a child. Point number 1. Let the learners be involved in setting up of relevant rules and make sure that all the learners understand them very well. Paste those rules on the wall and be going through now and then. This will help the learners to know what is expected from them. In the same vein, Rules should be set up in a positive state. Avoid the words do not and only use the do's. For example, instead of saying do not make noise, rather say sit quietly and listen to your teacher. Or instead of saying do not throw papers on the floor, rather say keep the class clean. This will help to set the learners' minds to always behave and do what is positive instead of negativity. Point number 2, learners should nominate their class monitors that will take control of the class when the teacher is away or even when the teacher is around. This will help to achieve the best management of the class, which is mainly discipline. The class monitors should be coached very well on their duties and always be reminded and encouraged to do their work. Point number 3, positive reinforcement. With positive reinforcement, reward the learners. If you see something done well or an improvement, praise the learners so that they keep up the good work. This will even help to motivate the next child. So the young ones likes to be praised. So you can just even give them a hug or say thank you. So if you keep rewarding positive behaviors, psychologically this means that they are likely to keep doing it more and more. Point number 4, make a reward chart. With a reward chart, this will be done and it will be pasted on the wall, and the learners that breaks the rules or that makes the mistakes will be labeled. If a child gets labeled 4 or 5 times, then they will be taken to another level, like they will be told to call their parents, or sometimes they will be suspended from school. And mind you, no child would want to get their names labeled unless otherwise those troublemakers. And those that did not misbehave, they can be rewarded. For example, paste a star or a sticker on their names. After a month, it depends to how a teacher wants it to be done. We are moving on to number 5, redirection. With redirection, mostly with the young ones, they are at their early ages, they are more playful. So for example, if you find a child playing with a door or playing with water or with a glue or just anything, just direct them to what they're supposed to be doing. Instead of beating them, instead of doing anything that might hurt them, just direct them to what they're supposed to be doing. Or just remind them to go back to what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, we're moving on to number 6, natural consequences. With natural consequences, you just let the consequence work out as it would. For example, if a child comes to school or class and they have forgotten their homework book, then just send them back. So this one it's a rule on its own already. So all the learners in the class, they are all aware that if they leave their homework books wherever, they have to go get it. Like for me, that's what I use in my class. They just know when you enter the door and you know other people are handing in their homework books and you don't have it, automatically the child knows the consequence. They have to rush back and get it. We are moving on to number 6, logical consequence. For example, if a child spills oros or anything on the floor, instead of punishing them or beating them, you make them responsible of what they have done. For example, you can instruct them to go get the mop to come clean up their mess. And if this requires an assistance from the teacher or the cleaner, then you should do that. But all in all, you have to make them responsible of what they have done. Number 7, problem solving. This one, a teacher and a learner finds a solution to the problem. For example, if you find the kids fighting for something, for example, a scissor or a sellotape, instead of coming up and judging them, yeah, you did this, you did that, no, you just ask them to come up with a solution. For example, all right, you all want to use the scissor, you all want to use the sellotape. What can we do? So then at the end of the day, you will find those learners coming up with solution that no, I should first use it and then pass it on to the next person. See, so if you keep involving the learners in solving problems and coming up with solutions, they are more likely to be helpful and not aggressive, and they are likely to be problem solvers. Number 8, keep learners busy. This one is the most that most of us teachers neglect. Keeping the learners busy. As a teacher, ensure that learners are kept busy in most cases. This will help the learners to keep them away from unacceptable behaviors when the learners are left alone in the class. So basically, if the learners are left doing nothing in the class, they are likely to create loopholes on doing things that are wrong. For example, they might start drawing on the tables, they might start throwing things, or maybe talking stories that are not even necessary. So it's very important for the teachers to always keep the learners busy. Yeah. Number 9, manage problem early. This one also is a problem. Most of the teachers do not take up issues. They just keep quiet. They are told this and that by the learners, but then they don't do anything. So you do not have to neglect small issues taking place in your class or at school. Make a follow-up always and address the issue, because those issues might keep growing. For example, if a learner is reported that they used to be throwing stones on the roof of the class, even if they know you are in, they will just be throwing stones. If you don't take up the issue, the next thing is they will start throwing you on your body. The next step, they will start throwing the windows or to your cars. So if they see that Miss doesn't do anything, this teacher doesn't take up an action, those issues will keep growing, and surely discipline is already out. Okay. Number 10, stay professional and develop a good relationship with your learners. Now this means you don't have to be too friendly all the times to your learners. Yeah, you have to be a kind-hearted person, but with a tough mind. Okay, know your learners well by their names to create a good relationship with them. With that, in most cases, if you know the child very well, if there's a communication or there's a connection between you, then that child would not want to disappoint you in most cases. They would want to do something that will put a smile on your face as a teacher. Lastly, to create a good relationship with your learners, try to do what is right in front of them. Let's stop being in denial, like you are telling learners to do something ABC, but you are just not doing it also. You are telling the learners not eating in class, but you are eating. Yeah, but that one is not really making sense. But for example, you are telling the kids that, there's a rule that says no insulting others. No, that is a negative state. Yeah, but just try to do what is right in front of the kids. Otherwise, if you keep doing if you are going against the rules, then with that the learners will think that you are a teacher that keeps you are a teacher that always put rules on them by telling them what to do while the teacher is against. So basically, if I'm making sense, so just try to avoid all those funny words like insulting the kids, throwing sharp words to them. Yeah, just do what is right, and disciplinary will also align itself. Yeah, I think that is all. And I'm going to click in again with another video. Thank you guys for keeping up with me. I know a lot of people been like, please drop more videos, we need more of these and all that, but I'm gonna feed you guys. I'm gonna keep up. At least each and every week I will be dropping a video. Thank you guys for tuning in, and it's a goodbye from me.